Men have finally gained some self-respect and have come to realize that there is no winning in the current socio-economic environment.
This video isn't going to have a punchline. I'll tell you that right off the bat. Because I am basically just making it to stop crying. Because usually when I start trying to make a video, I stop crying. And I've been crying all day because I got sat on a plane next to a couple, and the whole time the guy had his hand on like his girlfriend's leg, you know, and was just kind of like that the whole time. And I can't, like, I've been single my whole life. I'm 25, and I've never gotten to experience that. I've never gotten like close to that. And it's just too much. Like, it's too much. I can't do it anymore. There are some people out there who they're not interested in a relationship and they want to be by themselves. But like, that's not me, and that's never been me. I have always wanted to be in a relationship, even though I've never been in one. And even though I'm comfortable by myself and I can do things alone, but like at a certain point, it gets like really sad doing things alone. Like, I've traveled alone to so many places because like if I don't go by myself, I'm not gonna go. If I don't do things by myself, it's not gonna happen. But at the same time, like, it's so much fun to be able to like share that with someone else. And like, everyone I know is in a relationship right now, and like the majority of them have been in relationships for like a long time. Like, this is established, and I feel like I've always been alone, and I don't want to be, and I don't understand why this is happening to me. And I don't know, I like can't take it anymore. And clearly this didn't work because I'm still crying, and I just wasted like 2 minutes of your time, and I'm sorry. And I hope you're having a better weekend than I am. So
maybe this is too niche, maybe it's not. I don't think it is. But it's a beautiful day outside today. It's literally 70 degrees. It should not be 70 degrees in February where I live, but that's another video. But it's beautiful outside today, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna eat my lunch, I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna sit before my next class, it's gonna be good. I get outside, and I look around, and I realize I am quite literally the only person sitting by myself. It just made me so sad to the point where I got up, and I literally went inside, and I felt like I couldn't enjoy the stunning day that it was today, because I was like, I'm so fucking sick of doing stuff by myself. And I don't really feel lonely except in instances like this. And I think this is why my anxiety and my depression actually like is worse during the summer, because I find that during the summer, for whatever reason, I'm always like by myself. I have friends. Don't get me wrong, my friends are incredible. I love my friends, they're like my sisters, but they have lives, and I feel like I don't. Anytime you see me out, 90% of the time, I am by myself. I go to the store by myself. I walk to class by myself. I sit by myself. Like, I'm always alone. And it never bothers me really until it slaps me in the face that like, oh shit, everyone else is with somebody. Be it platonically, romantically, whatever. And I'm by myself. Like, sitting outside today, like, that was like a perfect encapsulation of like my entire life. Like, everyone was sitting with someone, and I was literally the only person sitting alone. And in that moment, it just made me so fucking depressed. Like, it made me so sad. And I've had the same friend since high school, and obviously we were in high school, like, we saw each other every day. And I texted my friends, and I was like, you guys, I miss seeing you guys every day so bad. And every time a beautiful day comes around, I'm like, I wish I had someone to like go on a walk with. I wish I had like friends that I saw more often. I wish I had a boyfriend so fucking bad, you guys. I don't know, but it made me really upset, and I literally got up and I went inside because I was like, this is so fucking embarrassing.
Women have convinced other women to make it not worth a man's time, emotional, and physical energy. And then they complain, where have all the good men gone? They're sitting on the sidelines focusing on self-improvement, waiting for the pendulum to swing back in the other direction. Dating in the West is dead. Women have become engulfed by feminism and social media. Even if you get a girlfriend, she'll do nothing but nag, leech off you for money, and eventually cheat on you for another man. Marriage is a scam, divorce rates are ridiculously high, and the system is set against men in every way. It begs the question, what is wrong with modern-day women? Well, social media happened. I watched something about a book called The Narcissism Epidemic. I don't believe anything psychologists have to say, especially women's psychologists. Social media has turned women into what they call venerable or covert narcissists. It's no surprise that women are now all attention junkies. Women are narcissists on a primal level anyway. A woman's physical appearance is her only primal survival strategy in finding a mate, and of course her fertility. So, women as a default setting are exclusively invested in themselves. Being desired is the primary engine that drives all women. Social media has hypersexualized women. And who has done this? Well, women, of course. Just about every young woman in her teens is already an expert in pouting at the camera. This addiction to validation in women is perverse and pervasive. Before social media, women had a limited range of where and how they sought and found validation. Now the world is their oyster. It would be foolish not to assume that young women now are warped in their minds. This addiction to attention and validation is a fixed mindset. Just one man cannot possibly meet the needs of a woman who is accustomed and conditioned to getting attention en masse. Feminism has indoctrinated all women that men are the enemy. And of course, women are now all professional and perpetual victims. This paradoxical paradigm in women, where they feel empowered through the condition of permanent victimhood, has sent women on a spiral of confused and contradictory thinking. The inherent dishonesty in women is reflected in feminism. Feminism has infested the minds of women to adopt a militant and repulsive stance, where they all assume they are entitled, entitlement without merit, and of course accountability. The justification is that men have done women wrong, so now women are not only entitled, but are owed. This manifests in women acquiring an obnoxious attitude. Women as a collective have lost all respect for men. But worse, to respect men is to degrade themselves. The most fantastic of all is that, without men making life as easy and safe as it is, women could not possibly even dream of equality, or whatever else they think feminism has achieved. Without men, there are no equal rights, or even feminism. Men, for their part, are magnanimous. They are not looking for any kind of acknowledgement of their 100% contribution to the survival of humanity, and of course, making us the apex species on Earth. But this repugnant feminist push to cancel men altogether is of course ugly. Women assume that they can function without men, so continue to belittle, insult, degrade, and dismiss men as standard. To add insult to injury, women have also taken on this kamikaze desire to desecrate their bodies with hideous tattoos. The only valuable commodity women really have, they are opting to devalue with a focus and zeal totally contrary to their primal programming. If women are not even prepared to offer men the most basic, their bodies, what is it that women think they have to offer men? This repulsive notion in women that they have to do nothing for men, whilst demanding men give them everything, seems to escape. All women now. How is it possible that women deny men any choice whatsoever, whilst they exercise the absolute fascistic and tyrannical right to be as disgusting as they can possibly be? What is wrong with modern women is their complacency that men will continue to be their eternal punching bags. Modern dating is a money trap that is always biased against the man and always favors the woman. See, child support for all the proof. Modern women are actually just arrogant and entitled, with massive princess and superiority complexes, who think that every man that they meet must look like this or own this to even be considered in their dating line. My fellow men, here is a warning. Modern women are not worth it. They only take, they do not give. Do not expect her to love you. Expect her to expect you to only love her. She is not worth it. Do not, and I mean this, do not under any circumstances date a modern woman. You are much better off finding a wife from a less developed continent like Asia or Africa. Trust me, they will be much more grateful for your efforts, especially in regions not touched by feminism. Feminism is a disease that spreads from area to area, infecting local women and causing them to develop massive superiority and princess complexes. It makes them extremely entitled and arrogant. It teaches them that it's okay to act like a princess and expect everything while giving nothing in return. Do not give anything to try and please the modern woman. Instead, expect her to give. That way, you can at least get something out of her and teach her a lesson. Women from Asia, the Middle East, or Africa, however, will actually appreciate being treated nicely. Modern Western women, especially those born here like white women, are the most entitled and arrogant. Modern immigrant women are much more tolerable and less entitled, since they haven't been affected by the disease of feminism and will likely respect you more. If you want to date anyone, date them. That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.